Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. So today for the Stampers Dozen blog hub, we are featuring new catalog products. Welcome to the new catalog. I have been having so much fun with some of the items that I've gotten out of the new catalog. The memorable Mosaic stamp set, along with the Mosaic Mood Specialty Designer Series paper, teaming up with the Timeless Label Punch. Oh my gosh, I have a whole set of cards that I'm going to share with you today. Quick and easy, and I have to say, this stamp set didn't really appeal to me when I first saw it, but once I started playing with it, the greetings in here, the beautiful images, and then the specialty paper, it's embossed. Each one of these has some embossing on it, and the paper is so gorgeous. It just does all the work for you, and I love it when I have a designer series paper that does that for me. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some really quick and easy cards that are stunning, if I do say so myself. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. And I've got just a scrap of Whisper White cardstock here. I'm going to make a whole set of cards featuring at least one of the patterns of the 6 different sheets of designer series paper. So we've got a little bit of work to do here. I'm starting out with soft suede ink, and one of the things I love about our designer series paper is that on the back of the package, it tells you exactly which colors coordinate or what colors are in the designs on the paper. So I've got Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Mint Macaron, the new Terracotta Tile, Very Vanilla, and Whisper White to coordinate with this beautiful paper. So I chose soft suede because of that, and I am going to stamp myself 6 of these greetings. Now all my cards are going to be the same with the exception of the designer series paper. That's what's going to be different here. So I've already got one card made, the card that I designed, so I need 5 more of these images. And then we're going to punch them out with this Timeless Label Punch. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this is once you get these punched out, it looks like you've embossed them. It looks like you've embossed on crumb cake with Whisper White embossing powder, and I love this look. It really takes the card up a notch, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of fell in love with this image. Thought it was so, so pretty. You can, of course, stamp this in any color you want. And again, it's going to look like you used colored cardstock and white embossing powder. And of course, while you certainly could do that, this is a lot easier, I think, right? Okay. So we've got all of these. Now, what I wanted to do with these is to add a little bit of our white flax ribbon to the back. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to, these are all just pieces I had left over from a project. That's why they're already cut to a size. Oh, that didn't work out so good. So don't do that. Don't worry, I've got lots here. So what I want to do is I want to cut at an angle this way and then at an angle this way. Fun stuff, right? Okay, where's my tape? I've got my little tape dispenser here. You can use mini glue dots if you don't have tape at your disposal. They work just as well, but I always find it easy just to grab some tape. So I'm just going to take some tape and tape this down. And then I've got my dimensionals. So while I'm going to be doing a lot of assembly for these cards, because I'm making a whole set of cards, I thought about fast forwarding or just, coming back when I've got this done. But then I thought, nah, we can chat. So I know for a lot of you across the country, it's been a cold summer, spring. I don't even know what to call it. It's summer now, but we never really had a spring here in Wisconsin. It's just been cold and rainy and crummy. And for those of you that follow me, you know how much I love summer. And we just haven't had summer yet, but it is starting to get nicer. Like today, it was pretty outside and it was sunny, but it was windy and the wind was cold. The wind is coming in off the lakes. And when we have wind coming from the north, it's always cold. So I've really had enough of it. I'd like somebody to do something about it now. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. But anyway, summer is finally here. So today we went to Costco, and that's become like my husband's new favorite store. My husband's kind of a shopper. If you've watched my Sunday night Facebook Live, you are a little bit familiar with Steve. He always pops in to say hi to everybody. He's become quite a shopper. My kids, and okay, this is going to be kind of funny. My kids and my stepkids call him a label whore. Yeah, because he really likes labels. Like he only buys certain jeans, and you know he's big on the labels. And anyway, so we went to Costco. He had to take me there today to show me this like outdoor pavilion. And we've been kind of on a kick on fixing our house up now that, you know, all the kids are gone. Haley graduated college, so we're not, you know, paying tuition anymore and books and all that good stuff. So we've started doing some work to our house, and it is in desperate need. My house is it's 119 years old, and a lot of you might think, oh my gosh, a character home. Yeah, it's not. The only character in this house is Steve. Well, and maybe me, but it's not a character home. It's an old house that needs a lot of repair. And the people who lived here, we've lived here for 21, or I think we moved in 1998 maybe. So whatever that math is, we've lived here for 20 some years. And the people who lived here before us, they did a lot of remodeling, but they used very cheap, low quality products to remodel with. So like I still have some wood molding in my hallway that is plastic and just junky stuff like that. So anyways, we've started doing a little bit of maintenance stuff, replacing stuff. So we had a guy come in the other day and quote us for 6 windows. We've got a lot more windows than that. This is a 5-bedroom house. 6 windows, $8,600. I don't know, but where I live, I think that's a lot. So we got another guy that came in today to give us another estimate. Okay, we'll continue this conversation in a second because I know you're curious. I got to get back to Costco. Don't let me forget about that. All right, so what I've got here is I decided to use soft suede as my layer underneath the Mosaic Mood Specialty Designer Series paper. So I've got 4x4 sheets of the soft suede here. And then I took all of this gorgeous paper and I cut it at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So we're gonna glue all those together. So the window guy came, gave us an estimate that I thought was kind of outrageous. Our cost of living here in Wisconsin is not, you know, it's pretty low. So that's a lot for 6 windows. That's over $1,000 a window, and our windows are only like 37 by 37. So I thought that was ridiculous. But so we've got some more quotes coming. But back to Costco. We went to Costco today so Steve could show me this outdoor pavilion. And it's this really nice wooden, it's got wooden beams, and it's just like a roof on wooden beams and a sheet metal roof. And he wants to add a slab of concrete out next to our patio in the backyard and put this, what did I call it? It's kind of like a gazebo-y type thing. he wants to put it on the slab of concrete next to our patio. And then on one end of it, he's going to build a bar. And then we can enclose it all during the winter and store all the pool furniture in there so he doesn't have to pressure wash it, because we put it in the shed that the ceiling leaks. And like I said, we have a lot of stuff to repair. But, oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. So I'm like, yep, we're getting it. That's what's going to be going on around here. So he's going to be building an outdoor bar pretty soon. Oh, I forgot to cut this, you guys. Meh, it's the wrong size. Hang on. So, Haley, our youngest, who's getting married in August, we just were working on invitations the other day. She wants to buy this house because we have a great big swimming pool. For those of you that don't know, we have this great big in-ground swimming pool. The rest of the house is just kind of crap, but we have this really nice swimming pool. And she wants to keep that in the family. She's grown up with it. We moved here when she was 4, so she wants to keep that in the family. And she wants to buy the house, but it's, you know, she's paying for a wedding right now. So she's going to have to save up for a couple years before she's going to be able to do that. And so we're going to be here at least probably 2 or 3 more years. So Steve is starting to fix things up. New windows. We're getting new windows. I'm probably going to put in new flooring. Half of our kitchen is old cupboards and half are new cupboards 20 years ago. Yeah, that's how I live. And so I'll probably replace the rest of those. I'm the woodworker in the house. I've done all the woodwork. If you saw the tour of my stamp studio, I ripped out everything and started over. So I do all the window and molding and the baseboard molding and all of that good stuff. So there's just a lot of things that we started and didn't finish. You know, it's not horrible, but lots of things happening around our house that I'm really excited about. We're going to start getting some new flooring and let's see, we got the windows. Oh, and new fence. We've got this great big yard that's fenced in with wooden fencing, and we're going to be replacing a huge portion of that. We just got an estimate on that, and so that's cool. But lots of exciting things happening around here. Yeah. Okay, so I decided to use all the different colors, well, not all of them, but most of the colors of the cardstock that's listed as being part of this designer series paper. So we've got crushed curry, and these are 8.5 by 5.5. So I'm just folding them all. This is that new terracotta tile. I love it. That was the new in color that really grabbed me, because I love the terracotta color, and that's very trendy right now. You know, Stampin' Up! Goes to fashion shows in New York City to see what the trendy colors are, and that's how they choose our new in colors based on what's on trend. Then I have to tell you guys too, so the whole mosaic thing, I'm like, where's that coming from? You know how pineapples were really popular last year or the year before? Mosaic is very popular. You're going to see this in a whole bunch of home decorating stuff and clothing. Mosaic is very trendy right now. Okay, so we have garden green. Now, I want to stamp, these little images on the back, and I'm going to bring in my Versamark ink, because Versamark ink is a watermark. And it doesn't matter what color cardstock you're stamping it on, it's just going to look a little bit darker, and I love it for that watermark technique. If you're a stamper and you don't have Versamark ink, you need to get yourself some. And of course, if you don't have a demonstrator, hop right onto my blog. Address is right here. There's an online ordering button in the right-hand column, and I would love to be your demonstrator. I'll also be happy to send you a new catalog, so make sure you let me know if you need one. And yeah, Versamark, this is what it does, and it's wonderful. It's a fabulous product. I just like to kind of go around this outside edge here so it doesn't look blank. This is Mint Macron. This is Garden Green. And that clinking of my ink pad is a little annoying, isn't it? I'm sorry. Let me see if I can hold it down with one hand and hang on to everything else here. So I'm just randomly stamping these cute little mosaic flower circle dealy-woppers. There's your new word for the day. There's your redneck word of the day. Dealy whoppers. Oh, this is Blushing Bride. Here comes our terracotta tile. And of course, if you have coordinating ink colors, you can certainly use those, like tone on tone, terracotta tile ink with terracotta tile cardstock. But this is so much easier, isn't it? Versamark, it's my favorite. And you can use it for embossing. So there's a whole bunch of different uses for Versamark. It's one of those staples that every stamper should have in their arsenal of stamping supplies. Oops, I'm getting kind of uniform here, so let me get away from that. I don't want these to be uniform. I just want them to be very random. There. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Now we're going to take all of these and glue them down here. So I don't know if I have any Game of Thrones fans out there, but I am just now watching the final episode of Game of Thrones, and it has me just like riveted to what's going on. It's one of my favorite shows. Absolutely love Game of Thrones. I'm really sad that it's over. But we have the on-demand service with our cable TV, so that's why I'm watching it right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, isn't this just the coolest? Look how pretty that is. Now, basically, I just have a punch with a little bit of ribbon and some rhinestones, and then this paper is doing all the work. That's our crushed curry one. Let's see, where do I want to go here? I think I want to go with the garden green. Oops, hang on, I have some glue boogers on my fingers. That's gross, right? And a hair. I thought I was winning, but now I'm beginning to wonder. All right, and here's our garden green. And again, I'm just going to pull this in here. Love, love, love this. This was one of my swap cards that I made. You know, demonstrators do a lot of swapping this time of year. I think I'll go with the Blushing Bride here with the flowers, the pink flowers. And this was one of my swap cards that I really was in love with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And it's pretty much the paper. The paper does all the work, and I love it when we have papers like that. There we go. Here's another one. Isn't that just pretty? I know, I can't stop myself. Then I think we'll do this one right here. Come on, glue. Now this is just a super simple way to make up an entire set of cards in a, fairly quickly, right? I could put this in one of our acetate clear boxes. Those are really cool. And put a belly band around it and make a gift out of it if I wanted to. That's pretty too. And then those stripes are going horizontally. I think I'll make these go vertically. Just for something a little different here. And here's our final one. And then I have one more to show you. That was my sample that I made. Let me get rid of all these dimensionals. Oh, and I had a little creative block the other night. I was having a lot of trouble coming up with some ideas. Here's that last one. Isn't that pretty? Love this paper. So now we need to do insides. I was having a lot of trouble coming up with ideas, and so today I finally decided to clean my office. Like, I had stuff piled everywhere. It was disgusting. And I think it was just really giving me a creative block. You know how when you get your house cleaned or your stamping area cleaned or whatever it is that you like to do, you just feel like, oh, it's such a good feeling. I absolutely love it when my office is clean. So, I'm going to use this garden green here, the garden green side. My glue is almost empty, so bear with me. But I got my office cleaned up. I even vacuumed, and then as long as I had the vacuum out, I might as well vacuum the whole downstairs here because it needed it. My husband's knee is just like horrible. Steve had 60 more cc's of fluid drained off his knee on Monday. He just had 30 cc's drained like the week before. And I gave him another cortisone shot, second one this month, which is really kind of odd because they usually don't do that, but it's still killing him. And he's got painkillers. They gave him painkillers. They're not working. Nothing is working. So we're probably going to go to the doctor here. What's tomorrow? Friday? Maybe. He asked for another MRI. Like, give me an MRI. Because he thinks he tore his meniscus. Poor guy. He's just always got something going on. Body's falling apart. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? So these are 3/4 of an inch by 4. I've got Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. These are my insides. So let's see what we're going to do with these. I think I'm going to bring in the terracotta ink here for this one. And I'm just going to stamp a thank you. Look how pretty that is. Now this is also mosaic. So the word is, the stamp set, the image is mosaic too. So we've got that. Got my handy dandy little chamois here to clean that off. I think the rest of these I can do, let's try this image. This says, all the pieces of your kindness make my life more beautiful. How nice is that? And I think I'm just going to stamp that right up here in the corner because then I have room to write here. Look at how cute that is. And again, mosaic pieces. So we've got that. Whoops, did I stick my finger in the ink? I think I did. For Pete's sakes. Here comes the green. And we're just going to use the soft suede on here. Oops, there we go. Very cool. And then I've got a couple here that do not have the designer paper on them. And I think I'm going to stamp my greeting right over here in the bottom. And then I'm going to try this one and stamp it right in the top. And get these closed up. And here we go. We're going to finish off these cards. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take these first and put them inside. So I think I'm going to do this one with the terracotta. That's going to be attractive. Oops. And there we go with that. And then, oh, I used the same one on both of these. So I'm going to go with a plain one. I promised to get a new bottle of glue out so you don't have to sit and watch me shake this. I know it's getting on my nerves, so I'm assuming it's getting on your nerves too. So there's number 2. That one was my first one that I made. And here comes, ooh, I like this to go with this. I think that's going to be pretty. We're going to do this. Isn't it something how quick and easy these came together? Super, super simple. I think we'll do this one with the green. Did you see I just spit some glue on the front of my card? Let's get that out. We're going to get out a new bottle of glue sooner rather than later. Did you know there's a little tab right here on the glue? You just peel that right off so you don't have to like try and get your scissors in there and stab yourself. Yeah. All right, let's try new glue. Beautiful. Comes right out. Life is grand. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Make sure I got it straight. Here comes another one, and I think I'm going to do this one just like that. And I've got one more left over. Where did I've got another card someplace that I'm not locating right now. Okay, you guys, throwing the old glue away. Yeah. Look at these. What do you guys think? Wasn't that quick and easy? All the same layout, just different designer series papers here. Get this out of the way. And again, this paper just really does all the work for us. It's amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, there is a blog hop. The Stampers Dozen are hopping. Our theme is Welcome to the New Catalog. I think that I did a pretty decent job of showing you some new catalog stuff. I know it's always exciting. We've got the memorable mosaic. We've got the timeless label punch. And then the Mosaic Mood Specialty Designer Series paper. And I hope you can see the embossing in this paper. I know sometimes it's hard in the camera, but each piece is embossed on one side. Beautiful, beautiful. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. You can simply pop me an email. My email address is right here, kelly@stampabove.com. I'd be happy to send you the new catalog. Also, if you're planning on placing an order, use this host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use that code. You'll get some rewards from Stampin' Up! And I definitely want you to have those. Click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. You can click right up here to go to my blog. That's going to take you right there. You'll find all the dimensions and pictures of these cards on my blog and a shopping list where you can just click on the stamp set. It'll take you right to my store, right to the stamp set or the punch or the paper. But I highly recommend this. You're going to see a lot more stuff coming out from me using the memorable mosaic and the Mosaic Mood Specialty paper. Gorgeous. You guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. Bye-bye.